It's been such a busy week, hasn't it? I feel like both of us have just been running around from A to B, solving problems, making things happen. You really worked hard this week. I feel like it's been a long time since we just did something for fun. I mean, I'm grateful that we can review each other's work and give each other feedback. And I just miss hanging out and, just doing things that won't benefit us in the future. Not saying that I want us to do bad things that will harm us, but I just miss doing random shit, with you. It has to be with you. I miss just walking around with no goal in mind, with no destination, just walking. When was the last time we did that? I'm constantly thinking about how I can grow professionally. I'm constantly thinking about how I can improve every single day. There's this concept that says something about, every day you have to improve by 1%. And it gets tiring. I just want days where there's no growth, there's no learning, there's no new skills, but just fun and peacefulness. I just want days like that. I need days like that. I miss the times where we didn't work and where we just existed. It's really easy for me to forget that I don't live just to work. I only work to live. Of course I love what I'm doing. And it's exciting and inspiring. But working late until 11:30 in the evening, that's just... And it's my own fault because I'm the one in control, right? I am in control of how much I work and how late it gets. And yet I just can't stop. It's insane. Sorry, I was just wondering whether or not I closed my computer because I was loading a file, you see, completely detached. I need you to make me forget about everything I have to do tomorrow. I need you to completely take over every free space in my mind because there's a lot and I have these thoughts running through my brain. I want you to take over everything for a minute. Maybe more than a minute. Just make me forget. Make me feel like I've never worked even one day in my entire life. I just want to be able to exist without thinking about anything but you and the moment. I miss that. And the funny thing is that you go on vacation to recharge from work, but then vacations can be really tough too. Just having to see this and that and having a plan and having to experience things because you paid for it. And then you go home to recharge from the vacation. At least that's what happens to me. I don't know how to relax or calm down anymore. I feel that there's so much. You know, the funny thing is when I was a kid and I wasn't allowed to, well, I thought I wasn't allowed to buy these teenage magazines. I thought it was a bit embarrassing too, so I didn't want to buy them, but usually my friends had them. And on one page, they of course had the horoscope, which was very exciting for me when I was a 13-year-old girl. Who am I kidding? It still excites me. Anyhow, yeah, I know what you're thinking. And I don't want to go into that. Anyways, I used to be very interested in that. And I was reading it, and it's always divided into sections of, you know, just basic things about you, then your love life, and then, yeah, that's actually basically it most of the time. But then sometimes they also have a section about career, and I just didn't get it back then. Like, I didn't get why they would do that. I was like, why is this important? I just thought it was so boring that they had a section about career. I wanted more about myself or more about love. And I just remember thinking to myself, will this ever be something that will interest me? Will this ever be something I thought would be cool to read about? I really remember this so clearly. I have some memories I remember so clearly, and this is one of them. Then flash forward 10 years, and I'm so overly obsessed with work and my career. One thing is that it's because I love it, but the other thing is this feeling of having to make it. I keep telling myself, okay, I have to make it. I have to prove that I am good enough, that I am competent, that it wasn't a waste of time for my parents to invest in me. The thing is, I'm not a stock or an index fund. I'm not some kind of investment, numerical investment, or whatever you can call it. I'm a human being, and I don't let myself be a human being amongst human beings. It's so weird that maybe some of us at least, have grown up with a lot of pressure from our parents, and then we escape that pressure and we swear to never get into situations that make us feel the same way, and then we end up actually doing it to ourselves subconsciously. And I realize there's so many things that I'm doing to myself, or things I'm telling myself about myself. That sounded so bad. just these stories, this narrative that I walk around with. Some of the things I'm telling myself about who I am, some of those things are limiting me and my growth. And yeah, I just thought about what would happen if I got rid of them. These limiting beliefs about myself. I said, honestly, just talking to you is still as exciting as doing something new together, I guess. I'm falling asleep.